Presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Antonio Dreadnoughts and our home team. Unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. The ball resting on their own 5 here as they come up to the line on 2nd and long. Back near his goal line, here's Tua. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd and 10. On play action, here's Tua, rolling to his left. He's got it in, it's Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Peterson. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Number 81.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled at the 30.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They run forward with Breida. And boy, this is going to be close. Man, opening drive of the game, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Josh Allen on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second down, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
The line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Tyler Bass on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Two seconds to go, first quarter. Tua now on first down. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Tua. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
And at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Tua to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They'll try to run with Breida. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
A loss of 2.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
And goal to go.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
No gain.
Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And he will score. It's a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Pass for the extra point.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner. And he was able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will is out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
Here's Darnold. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
18-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
And off to Matt Breida. The tackle by Brian Burns. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
1st and 10.
His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 and now on 1st down. Being chased out left. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa. To a hit, and the ball is in. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Darnold. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
7-yard line.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Darnold. Dancing to his left. And it's caught. Touchdown. Paris Campbell. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football. Full half to be played.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go again. Oh, this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
A nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Anthony McFarland.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to the ground, this time to Jones. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Darnold on the move to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. One man in the backfield, that's Jones. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Darnold now to throw. And trouble, and will go down back at the 12. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. To throw is Darnold. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for the
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe...
And it's caught inside the 30. And he's in for a touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. Extra point splits the uprights. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll go again to Jones. And it'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Darnold on third down. Buying time to his left. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off at the 36. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Tua going to throw. His man, that's Tyrell Williams. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And 5.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
That's good.
Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They run the counter. Moulton. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Here's Tua. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. The kick by Bass is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards. First down, San Antonio.
First down, Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
No game.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll roll him out right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And he's into the clear. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Looking to pass. Tua. It's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank.
I know they didn't tackle the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously cost them.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up
on 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Jones. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
a gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, Darnold. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Denzel fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Darnold. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 48-yard line.
Darnold. His throw incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold looking for Campbell downfield. And now here's another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now this time, Tua is going to throw it. That'll be complete to Breida. And he is going to lose yardage here. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 17. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A good pickup there, a 22.
And the San Antonio first down.
Darnold on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
First
clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down, San Antonio.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, it's Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And the San Antonio first down.
Darnold from the red zone now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air again, Darnold. Pass incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Darnold to throw again. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Taken from about the 12. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll keep it on the ground. Moulton. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
It's 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's got his tight end fan. The 30. 10. Takes it all the way down to the 3. That one a back-breaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. A gutsy decision there going for it on 4th, but they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation, but they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
2nd and goal. At the 3-yard line.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the home team here, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year.